y'all? Welcome to another episode of Soccer for Us. And on this episode, we're not talking tactics or we're not talking players and coaches and all that jazz. We're talking about the thing that matters most on the field, and that's how you look. We're talking 2024 MLS jerseys. And to do that, I have the man who probably knows more about this than anyone because of all the content he puts out almost daily that's jersey related. It's Greg Jackson, the chief creator at For the Culture podcast. He's not just a talking head. He actually creates soccer media, soccer design, soccer stuff on it, like I said, on the daily. And so I'm glad to have him on this podcast to talk about the look, the feel, the brand of MLS and Adidas. Greg, thanks for being here.
Appreciate it. Bartimus, how you doing, man?
Man, okay, so we are recording right before the women's national team starts their W Gold Cup run, and I am excited and also nervous, not because I don't think we'll win the tournament. I'm just nervous about how the team's going to actually look and play. But also then I think, wait, it doesn't matter because, Emma Hayes isn't taking over yet. And half of our players still feel like they're injured in some way, shape, or form.
Dog, I'm hurting really bad right now for May Official because I feel like she was one of those ones that was about granted, the women's Gold Cup is just kind of beginning to make its name for itself. But I feel like this was something where it's like May Official was this is her first stamp as far as I will be here for a while and tear their ACL. I mean, there's way too many ACL tears in women's soccer right now. And it's just unfortunate because she was doing really well at Chelsea. Of course, she was obviously doing great at Tigres before her move. And I'm just like, it was right there, just right there. And of course, you just make a call, be like, hey, you're right down the street, Alex Morgan. Let's go ahead and just come up here. We'll pay for your gas money.
Yeah, I mean, So Mia Official, it was announced today, she tore her ACL in training. I do want to point out something that Emma Hayes talked about, her coach at Chelsea, and also the incoming women's national team coach. She basically said that the data shows that there's about a 10-day span between either going to or coming back from an international break or some sort of break where these ACLs are popping like crazy. So that 10-day window before and after is something that they're really seeing where most of these happen. And that is concerning because obviously for, U.S. women's national team fans, we love the women's international windows, right? Because our team is good. We like watching our team play. They're fun. They're exciting. Well, they are now. But, as someone who also follows Arsenal, follows NWSL, I love the club side of it too. And I mean, dealing with this from an Arsenal perspective, we had, 4 last year. We know that Kat Macario coming back from her ACL for Chelsea, not quite there yet. So obviously this isn't as someone needs to fix it, but there needs to be some legitimate sports science studies around this because it is concerning.
I mean, it's a really weird time right now because I mean, both on the men's and women's side, you hear so much about clubs and leagues just adding more games, and even with everything going on right now with MLS and the US Open Cup, more games, and and needing your rest. And it's something to where I'm not sure what's going to have to happen, but I just feel like there's going to have to be a moment where people just are forced to take a step back and be like, we are putting way too much on these players to perform at all times, and you're not giving them the leeway and the grace to be